A fun one today. So we're going to start here on our mats. Take your feet through the ring. Press the legs against the sides. Grab onto your weights. Weights are optional, the ring is optional. So we're sitting nice and tall. I want you to reach those weights out in front of you, shoulders down, palms turned in. We'll take a nice big inhale. On the exhale, we'll C curve. I'm going to press against that ring. Bring it back up. And we roll it back down. Arms are staying parallel to the floor. We bring it back up. As I go down, I press a little bit more into the sides of the ring. We lift up. We bring it down. We lift up with control. We bring it down. We're going to stay right here. I'm going to press into the sides of the ring, open and close. Press against the sides and return. Exhale, inhale. Shh. You got it. Shh. And we go for 4. Press against that ring. 3, 2 more. 2, and 1, and bring it up. Now bring those arms all the way up, and I want you to pull those weights down the side and then back up. So my elbows are sliding through each side of the room. We're going to exhale to inhale. As my arms pull down, I want you to think of growing taller. I exhale for 4 and 3. Give me 2 more. Here's 2 and 1. Press those arms back out. Take a nice big inhale. On the exhale, C curve back. Hold here. Now, if this is straining to your back, feel free to put a play ball behind your back or a pillow. I'm going to take one arm. I'm going to follow it as it goes back and back out. Other side. Shh. Back out. Shh. So I'm going to row and rotate and breathe. That's it. If this is straining as well, feel free to sit up and row, okay? And twist. And pull. And tap. Take your time. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's roll all the way down. Arms come straight up. The heels will be flat. And we're going to make sure the crown of the head is nice and long. I'm gently pressing the back of my head into the floor. I'm going to take my arms a little wider, so like a V. My arms will come down. My legs will come in towards my chest. And I'll bring those arms back up and tap my toes. And I press down and return. I'm going to exhale and then inhale. I'll nod my chin to my chest on this one. Exhale and inhale. When you lift your head, make sure you're not dragging it off the floor. And let's try to imprint that spine a little more, even as we lower the toes down towards the floor. We exhale up, inhale down. 2 more, please. Chin to chest, then eyes to navel. If you're able, I'm going to hold this one up. My arms will come up, my toes will go down, and I press back down. Same breath. 3 more. And 2. 1 more. Hold it here. Release the weights. Bring those legs straight up. Reach the arms long. We're going to pump the 100. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 10. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. I'm going to lower my legs a little bit. You don't have to. Breathing into the nose. Out the mouth. I'm going to lower a little bit more. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. I'm going to keep lowering. Inhale. Inhale. I'm going to start to bring it up. Inhale. And exhale. Bring it up a little higher. Inhale. And exhale. A little higher. Inhale. Exhale. I'm back at 90. Inhale. And exhale and release. I'm going to look to one side of the room. And now look to the other. Good. Rock yourself up. Take the ring. Okay, so we're gonna balance here, bring it out, and hold. Okay, so I want you to take the feet through the ring and press those legs out. Bring it through the ring, keep the knees bent. Press through and reach. Bring it back in and pause. Come through, so you gotta get a little bit of an extra crunch, right? And my arms are gonna stay straight. Crunch those knees in and press long. Bring it in, feet to the floor, and reach it out nice and long. Separate those legs and put the ring onto the floor. Press the sides of your feet into the pads. Keep the feet flexed, grab onto the weights. I'm gonna reach those arms parallel to the floor. Round that spine. Now stay rounded and feel the waistline pulling you back. Keep pressure on the ring the whole way down. And then when my head comes down, I release that pressure. I nod my chin to my chest, eyes to belly. Inhale, press into the ring, and then release. So you should be still, eyes to belly. Start to come back, eyes to navel. Press into the pads. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Nod that chin to your chest. We start here with an inhale. Exhale, still rounded, stay rounded. Yes. Keep those feet flexed. Bring it back. Shoulders are mounted. Press into the ring. Shh. Eyes to belly. Inhale, peeling. Exhale. Take the weights down, put them off to the side, but towards the center of the mat. I will reach onto that ring. A hand to each pad, and I will roll it back again. Melt those shoulders. Bring it back for 4, and 3, and 2, and hug those knees in and rest the ring on your shins. Give it a little rock side to side. Check in with your body, your back, your neck, your hips. So I'm going to take the ring between my ankles now. My arms will be to my side. So for anybody who cannot take their legs over their body, you will simply keep your knees bent. You'll tap your toes to the floor, and you'll draw those knees close to the chest, keeping your spine imprinting. Okay? So this is a modification. This is where you'll be. If you're able to go over your head, I'm going to press my legs out to 45. I'm going to bring them up, up, peel. Legs are parallel to the floor. Press into the ring and slowly melt down, keeping those legs straight. Back of the arms pressing into the floor, and lower the legs to 45. We start it again. Bringing the legs towards you, peeling the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, off your mat. Press into the ring, roll it down, keep the back of the head firmly pressing against the floor, and lower to 45. We inhale to exhale. Press in, inhale to exhale, and let's just go for one more. Use the back of those arms to press firmly into the mat. Peel, peel, peel. Press, roll it away. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and bend those knees in. Take your hands underneath your seat. You can keep your head down, or you can nod that chin to your chest and eyes to navel. My heels are turned in, toes are turned out. Think of frogs. We're going to press out, squeeze the ring. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back in. Press back out. We'll squeeze. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back in. And we press. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can be lower or higher. Press out, squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4 more. My inner thighs are working. My glutes, my core, come back in. Press back out. Give me 3s. 1, 2, 3. Back in. Press out. Give me 2. 1, 2. We'll do a 1, and then done. Grab onto the ring. Turn the pads so you got 2 hands on one pad and both feet in the other. I'm going to try to have a little Pilates V going on. And I'm going to lengthen my legs straight up. Slowly, my spine's going to go deeper. Bend those knees back in. Let's exhale as we slowly straighten. Inner thighs connect. navel to spine. Inhale, come back down. Exhale on this one, I'll nod my chin to my chest. You don't have to ever lift your head. I'll put my head back down as my feet come back down. I exhale again. Inhale. Here's what I'm going to add on. Exhale, stay. The left foot's going to flex. It's going to lower down. Bring it back up, right back into the pad. Now the other foot. Inhale down. Exhale up. Use your core, please. Mount those shoulders. Inhale down, exhale up. I'm going to keep switching legs. You can put your head down at any time. Some people shouldn't have their heads up at all. Other foot. Inhale. Exhale. Not mentioning any names. Inhale. To exhale. Last one. Inhale. Now, I'm going to grab onto the sides of my ring, put the pad behind my head. My hands will go to the front pad. I'm going to press into the pad with my hands to curl me up. My legs are still together in a Pilates stance. We're going to go down, 2, 3, zip it up. Inhale, 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 exhale. 1, 2, 3. You're choosing how low to go. Your back should not arch off the mat. Wrap your thighs. Gently squeeze your seat as you're coming down. Keep that bowling ball on that belly button. Inhale, 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 exhale. Let your head rest in that pad. Use the hands to curl those shoulder blades up off your mat. Down, 2, 3. One more. Down, 2, 3. Flip the ring, put your head back down. Take your feet through the ring once again. Separate the legs so they're going to hold those pads still. I'm going to rotate my leg so my right leg is further away from me than my left. If you want more support to your lower back, put your hands under your seat. I'm going to lower, 2, 3, bring it up. Do it again. If you want, eyes to belly, hand over hand behind the head. 1, 2, 3, bring it up. Inhale, 2, 3, exhale. Inhale, 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 exhale. One more. 1, 2, 3. Now bring it up. If you need to reposition. I'll put my head down. Now my left leg is going to go further away from me. If I need to move my ring, I will. Head down or head up, hands under your seat, hands to your side, you pick it. Here we go. Down, 2, 3, and up. Woo! Inhale. No, don't start to get sloppy with your form. Make sure that your eyes are to your navel if your head is lifted and your shoulder blades are off the mat. Woo! Shh. 1, 2, 3. Zip it up. 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. Center that ring again, and then bend your knees and hug in for a quick second. Okay. Take your feet to the floor. Hand over hand behind the head. Elbows are wide. Okay? So I want you to take your legs in towards your chest. And I want you to take a nice big inhale with your head still on the floor. And on the exhale, if you're able, nod the chin to your chest. Shoulder blades are off the mat, elbows are wide. So you're going to twist to face your screen. Okay? When you come back to center, I'm going to push my legs away. I'm going to twist away from the screen, come back to center. Shh. Inhale out, exhale, rotate. Inhale, squeeze your seat, exhale, rotate. Press out, rotate. Now, bring it back to center. Now let's do the opposite. Let's rotate as we press out. Twist towards the screen. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, away. Back to center. Exhale in the rotation. Inhale. Shh. Good. One more each side. Rotate. Keep those shoulders off your mat if you can. Shh. And then take your feet down. Whoo. I'm going to let my back do a little arch. And I'm going to bring it back down and hug those knees in. Take that ring off and rock yourself back up. How'd that go? Okay. Let's put the ring down for a second. Let's pick back up our weights. Palms face down. I'm going to push the back of my legs into the floor, flex my feet. I'm going to pull my thumbs towards my armpits and press back out. I'm going to exhale and inhale. If you are struggling sitting tall with your legs straight, bend your knees. You can even sit cross-legged because we're worrying about the upper body right now, strengthening the back. And we pull, press out. Pull and press out. Good. You got 8 more to go. Here's 8. Think of growing taller and taller with each one, never slouching. Take your time. Squeeze the muscles in your back and then stretch them. And we go for 3. And here's 2. And here's 1. And I will lower those weights to the floor. I will separate my legs to each end of my mat. And the ring will be held in front of me with a pad to the floor and a pad to the ceiling. Reach those arms long. The heel of your hands should just rest on that pad. But you shouldn't be here. You should be here. So if you need to, get the ring closer towards you. Feel like you're sitting on those thumbtacks. Sit up off your seat. Take a nice big inhale. Lengthen your spine. And on the exhale, I'll nod my chin to my chest to start. And for every inch my fingers go forward, my navel goes back. So now I'm stretching my spine. Inhale, use your core, gently squeeze your seat. Exhale, nod the chin to your chest, eyes to navel, and reach. Inhale, come back up. Keep those feet still. Exhale, chin to chest first, remember. Now watch that belly button going in deeper as my fingers go away further. One more time, I'm going to inhale. Exhale. Now I'm going to stay forward and working the muscles. I call this that armpit muscle. We're going to press the ring and release. So right here is where we want to feel that muscle working. I'm also firing my core because I'm pressing into my ring. And I'm just pressing an inch or 2. I exhale as I press, inhale to release. That's it. And we go for 8. 7. Take your time. Shh. You should be exhaling as you press into the ring. And here's 4. And 3. 2 more. Here's 2. Here's 1. Take a nice big inhale to come back up. On the exhale, I want you to C-curve and point your toes. Now lock the shoulders down, send that tail towards the heels, put the ring into your hands, and I'm going to pull to the chest and return. And I'm exhaling as I press in. And I go for 4, good. 3, 2 more, we got this. 2, and 1, start to stack your spine up. Round forward, place the ring down on the mat flat. Reach the arms parallel to the floor. Get your lower back against the wall and stack up your spine, melting the shoulders. Open the arms out like a T and slide the feet till they are pressing into the pads. You can have your knees bent or straight. Shoulders are down, reach long. We're going to inhale, rotate towards me. Exhale, saw off your baby toe. So you're getting rotation in that spine. From your core and glutes, lift up. Inhale, keep going. Twist to the opposite side. Exhale, always look at your back hand and way down that hip you're stretching away from. Inhale, grow tall. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward. We'll do one more each side. Lift up, inhale. Wringing water out of that rib cage. Don't move the feet. The feet can't dance around. And finish up with the other side. Inhale. 2, exhale. Bring it up and release. Okay, ring off to the side. And let's go into a quadruped position. And I'm going to put a weight under my right hand. Now I want you to reach that weight out diagonal. I'm going to pull the elbow back, straighten the arm, bend the elbow, and punch back out diagonal. So it's bend, straighten, bend, extend. Bend, straighten. Now if you want to make this more difficult, take the opposite leg as the hand that's got the weight and lift it off the floor parallel. And here we go. Bend, extend, bend, lengthen, pull, back. So I want you to feel your back muscles engaged as well as the back of the upper arm, the tricep. Try to keep those hips in a straight line. So I'm not going to tilt, right? 2 more. Pull, back, in. Now this time, straighten the arm, hold it back there, flip the palm up, and give me little pulses here. Tiny little pulses, just the arm. 8, 7, make sure that core is engaged. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Release everything down, stretch back. I'm going to release both wrists. So I curl my fingertips to my wrist. All right, and I come back into that quadruped position. I put my weight with my left hand. All right, so don't do the balancing one. Keep the knees down first. Reach that arm out, palm faces inward. I row, extend, bend, reach. Out, in, stretch. So I like to don't go straight down. I like to go out. I feel that stretch more to get more of a strength. Now, if you want to add extra work, opposite leg as arm goes back behind you. Make sure the hips are in a straight line. I pull, extend, bend, and reach. My pattern is I inhale on the row, exhale on the extension. If you want to do something else, do what works for you. Just don't get caught holding your breath. You have to move with control, precision, centered. You're moving from your center as well. Now hold this one back, flip the palm to face the ceiling, and pulse it. Up, up. You're working your tricep, your rear delt. You're back by your armpit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, stretch back. Curl those fingertips to your wrists. Good. I'm gonna go back to my ring for a little bit. I'm gonna come onto my stomach. Now, just because we're lying on our stomach doesn't mean that our stomachs aren't working, our core is not working. It's actually working sometimes even harder. It's going to pull, the belly button's gonna pull away from your mat. Think of making a house for a mouse. So I'm gonna reach my arms nice and long, and this time, I'm not gonna hold way up high. I'm gonna hold on to the sides. Reach those arms long so my arms are not touching my mat. My legs are about a fist width apart. If you need to go wider because of tightness in your lower back, feel free to go wider. As I push down into my ring, I'm gonna lift up into an extension, squeeze my seat, and I come back down. Inhale as you lift up. I feel like I'm squeezing lemons in my armpits as well. And then exhale, I release that pressure from the ring. I push down into that bottom pad, and then release. And again, inhale to exhale. Now, I'm gonna turn that ring, and I'm gonna hold it flat. So I'm not gonna hold it in a big circle, it's flat. My legs are gonna stay still. I'm gonna lift up my arms, head and chest. Pull the ring to the crown of my head. Press it back out and lower back down. Make sure your glutes are engaged. I lift up, I pull, press back out, come back down. Inhale, resist. And I'm even pressing into those pads as I bend my elbows. I'm always looking down. I'm always keeping my neck in line with my spine. Just 2 more. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one. I'm bringing it up, squeezing, pressing it in, extending, and stretch back into a child's pose. Transition slowly. Keep the core engaged. Let the tail go heavy and arms reach long. Good. I'm going to come back down onto the front. No ring this time, but the weights. So you can do this same thing if you want. We're going to be doing some T-pulls. So you can even sit back on your heels and do these like this. So if you can't be on the front of your body, right? Or if you want to go to a high kneel, if you want to sit, but that's the arm movement. We're going to squeeze, okay? You can even stand. All right, so if we're down here, we're going to grab a weight in each hand, and we're going to reach those arms out like a T. Please make sure that the wrists are straight. Knuckles should be facing away from each other. I'm going to bring my arms up first. My head stayed down. I'm going to pull my pinkies towards each other. There, it's going to lift up my head and chest. And I bring it back out. My arms don't touch the floor. I pull my arms back. That brings up my head and chest. And I come back out. Here's the breath. Inhale, hold. 2, 3, exhale. Right back out. Inhale, hold. 2, 3. 2 more. Squeeze your back muscles. Scoop that belly in. 1 more. Inhale, 2, 3, exhale, and release. Now, take the knuckles onto your mat and put your arms right next to your body. You can do the same thing standing, kneeling, seated. All we're going to do is lift these arms up and down. Up and down. Yes. Up and down. And we're going to go for 4 more, 3 more, 2, and 1. Release those weights, and we'll stretch back again. Transition slowly into that lovely child's pose stretch. Good. We're going to come into a forearm plank, pressing into the pads of the ring. So bring your ring back onto your mat. My hands will press into the pads. You can choose to come back into a modified plank. So I just walk my knees further back. But I'm not going to have my butt in the air. If I want to work harder and work my core, I'm going to be here. Or you can press those heels straight back, and my knees are off the floor now. I feel a lot of muscles here supporting my plank. I feel those armpit muscles firing. I feel my core pulling in. I feel my glutes gently firing, inner thighs, hamstrings, quads. Did I mention back? Did I mention eyebrows? Right? It seems like every single part of your body is working on this plank, and it is. If you're starting to feel strain, you put your knees down and you reset. Because I'm going to hold this just for 8 more counts. I'm going to go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm going to lower my knees. Stay in your plank. Hold for 8, 7, 6. If you're feeling crankiness in your shoulders, you could be bringing them up towards your ears. So slide them down. Hold 11 in your armpits. If you're able, drive those knees off. Hold for 8, 7, 6. Tuck your tail. Pull that belly in. Don't get sloppy. 4, 3. To your knees. Hold 8, 7, 6. Get out of those shoulders. 5, 4, 3. If you're able, drive those heels back. Last one. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Lower your thighs to your hips. Flatten the feet. Push through those arms and come up into this little extension here. Mount those shoulders down. And then I'm going to stretch back into a child's pose. If your shoulders want a little stretch, I take my arms behind me. You can lower your head all the way to the floor. Take some breaths here. Nice deep breaths. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the lips. And give me one more. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the lips. And we're back onto our seat with our ring and our weights. All right, so I'm going to put this ring between my thighs. Yeah. You know you're working now. Favorite thing here with the ring. All right, now, if I use the weights and that's not for you, put them down. If you need more support, hands go behind your thighs. Hands can always go behind you. You can put a ball back here. There's so many options that could go on for 5 minutes. You know what to do. Don't feel strain. So I'm going to take these weights in my hands. Palms are turned in. I'm going to round back. With me so far? As I squeeze my ring, I'm going to roll back. So I'm doing an ab crunch. I'm crunching in, and I'm rowing back. Yes. My chin is to my chest. My eyes are to my navel. And it's a gentle press of the ring. So I want to see your ring being pressed into. When I crunch up, I'm engaging those abdominals. I need to squeeze that ring a little bit more. Good. And 7. And 6. And 5. Here's 4. 3. 2 more. And 1. And bring it up. Take those weights down. Lie back. So I'm going to make my feet more like a clam. So the sides of my feet or the bombs of my feet, however you want to look at that, are going to be connected. The ring is still here. You can have your hands up here. If you want more support for your head, put them behind your head. You don't have to lift your head at all, and I'll just put my hands down at my side or underneath my seat, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze in that ring, crunch up, and then lower back down. So my hands can be here. My hands can be behind my head to support, but make sure we're pressing that ring on the up. Press in and really focusing. It's really quiet in the room. Are you guys breathing? Exhale up. Good. Press into that ring. On the lift. 4. Good. 3. Hang tight. 2 more. Hold this one up. I'm going to press 1. Squeeze the ring. 2. 3. Try to get those shoulders off the floor. Bam. 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 I'm going to add a little pulse. And 7. 6. 5. 4. You got this. 3. 2. 1. Feet down. Ring out. Let your knees fall out to the sides in opposite directions. And bring them back to the center. Hold that ring up over your chest. Feet a little closer to your seat, so don't be way out here, okay? Feet should be flat, and the legs should be 1 fist width apart. Shoulders should be down, even though my arms are straight, that's possible. I want you to peel up off your mat into a bridge. Pull that belly in, squeeze your seat, and then press into the ring gently to lower back down. 5, 4, 3, the bum comes down last. Tuck that tail. Inhale up. Press into the ring as you exhale, melting the spine bone by bone down onto the mat. I release that pressure from my ring. I tuck my tail. I inhale up. I press into my ring as I exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, tuck and lift. Now on the exhale, just stay here and squeeze that ring. 1, 2, armpit muscles, core. Make sure those legs are alive, especially the inner thighs. Otherwise, the knees flop out, right? So feel like you're squeezing an imaginary ball. 7, 6, 5. I'm still squeezing my ring. 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to take a nice big inhale. And on the exhale, I'll lower back down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press those legs out. They're still 1 fist width apart. Take your eyes to your belly. Reach the ring forward. Peel yourself up to sitting nice and tall. Good. Bring the legs together to the center of your mat. As I slowly bend my arms, my chest is going to open more. I'm going to sit taller. Heel of my hands are on the pads. Think of sitting on those thumbtacks. Don't sit back on them, sit up. Lift up nice and tall. We're going to inhale, exhale to me. Inhale, away from me. 1, a little further, 2. Inhale, exhale, 1, 2. Inhale, exhale, 1, further, 2. We're leaning back. Think of the chest coming more forward through your ring. Go through your ring with that chest. And release. How'd that go? Okay. Bend your knees. Take your feet through the ring again. We're going to lie all the way down again. Yay. It's not a break. Once you're down, knees come in. So I want you to get that spine imprinting on your mat and zip these legs up. I'm going to take my arms out like a T, palms down. Now keeping my rib cage heavy, my knees will go towards my screen. Now my butt can come off the mat, my spine can start to peel here, my shoulders can't, and then come back down and imprint that spine center. I'm going to go the opposite direction. Shoulders stay heavy. Bring yourself back up from the core. I'm going to inhale as I go to one side. Exhale, spine heavy here. Inhale, it peels. Exhale, please use your abdominals. Use the thighs, use the glutes. Take your time. Relax those shoulders, keep them on the mat. One more each direction. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Good. Now I'm going to take my arms to my side. I'm going to take my legs once again towards the screen. And I'm going to circle down and around and back to center. Away from the screen. Inhale. Now this time I'm trying to keep everything heavy. I'm not letting my hips go off the mat and my spine. I'm inhaling. You're circling from your core. Exhale. It's all about that core. Can you feel it? Keep those legs straight and push into the sides of that ring. The bonus here, okay, outer thigh, outer hip, glutes, but let's work that core. Inhale. Watch how low you go and how far away you go from your center. Last one. Inhale. 2. Exhale. Hug those knees in. Lovely. Take that ring out and bring yourself all the way up. Okay, turn to face me. So I'm going to slow side plank, modify, my knees are bent. Have the shoulder and the elbow in a straight line. Have the arm straight with the heel of the hand on the pad. Okay? So this is modified. Harder, I could extend one leg. Harder, I would have 2 legs. Okay? So if you have a shoulder issue, a back issue, a neck issue, stay here. Okay? You can keep your hips on the mat as well. For you, if this bothers your neck, get out of this position, come all the way down, put that ball underneath your head. Press into the ring this way, okay? So watch that neck. All right, we ready? So we're gonna push off anything that's touching the mat, and we're gonna lift up. Okay, so I need to reposition where my ring is. All I want you to do is stay in this position. You can be here, you can have your legs scissored, you can have them stacked. We're gonna press into that ring. 1, 2, 3. Can you feel that bottom oblique? 4, I hope so. 5, 6, 7, and 8. I'm going to lower my hips, bring them up. 1. Exhale, 2. Good. Are you pressing into your ring as you lift? 4. Good. 3. 2 more. 2. Last 1. And 1. Lower down and bend those knees. Now my ring comes onto my mat. Heel of my hand is on. My knees are towards the top edge of my mat. I'm going to press into my ring as I lift this leg. Now I'm still firing my oblique here to hold me up. And every time I press my ring, my core is going bam. Shh. Good. And we go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I want you to release that ring. I'm going to take my hand behind my head. My knees are going to stay on the mat. My feet are going to come off. Hold right here. I'm going to kick this leg straight, sweep it down, bring it up, find those toes. Now I'm starting to see this. You got to stay lifted. Kick, lower, lift, find the foot. Good. Shh. Up. We doing okay? Kick, sweep, lift. A lot of body parts working here too. You're welcome. And 1 more. Up, down, up, find it, and release. Take your top leg behind you and come up. Take this arm a little bit out further. Lower it to that forearm and do a lovely mermaid stretch. Straighten that arm and then seesaw to the other side. We'll do 1 more. Put your kickstand down. Lower it to that forearm. Press that hip down towards the mat. Lift up from that core. Switch. Good. Okay, other side. All right. We staying warm? Knees to the top edge of the mat. Arm is long. Heel of the hand is on. Okay? Shoulder, elbow in a straight line. You're more than welcome to just press into your ring and keep everything on the mat. Or you can lift up your hips. Or you can straighten one leg. Or you can scissor or stack. Are you ready? Here we go. 1 and 2, 3. Watch that bottom shoulder. Open your chest, look straight ahead so your nose to your toes should face me. Now I'm going to lower my hips, press in the ring. 1. Down and inhale. Down and 4. Exhale up. 3. Good. 2. 1 and lower. Bend the knees. Take the ring onto the mat. Heel of the hand on. I'm still propped up. I'm still pulling those belly muscles in. I press as I lift into my clam. Take your time. 3. My elbow is bent here. 4. 5. Feel opposition. Push that bottom leg down. Give me 1 more. 1 more. Squeeze those abdominals. Release that ring. Hand behind the head. Just take your feet up. My knees stayed on the floor. Open. Kick. Sweep. Find it. Kick. Sweep. Out. Find it. Good. Take your time. Anybody can do it fast. We're going to work with control and precision. Watch that bottom shoulder. Don't collapse on it. So you got to feel this working. 2 more. A lot of things working here. And 1 more. Kick. Sweep. Kick. Find it and release. Your top leg comes back. Both legs are bent. Take this arm out. There's your little kickstand. Put that forearm down as you stretch. Inhale. Exhale. Hook on. Inhale. Exhale. Put that kickstand down. Lower to that forearm. Anchor those hips towards the mat. And give it a little stretch. Lovely. Good. Turn to face the center of the room again. Okay. I'm going to use my ring. So you see my feet aren't real close to my body. They're further out. One hand's width. Remember, if you can't come up, if you go all the way down, don't go all the way down. You can put a ball behind your back, go into the ball, and come up. Okay, play with it. If you're holding the ring, I want the heel of the hands on the pads, the fingers reaching long. My arms are in a nice diagonal. I'm going to press into the ring, coming down, exhaling. Melt the waist. I nod my chin to my chest. There should be no momentum coming up. I inhale up. You can reverse the breath if you prefer. And I exhale down. Hold those lemons in those armpits, yes? Carefully lifting that head. I nod first. I don't lift the weight of my head too much on my neck. Legs together. If you want, take the right leg and extend it straight, but it's thigh to thigh, knee to knee. For single leg teaser, eyes to belly, find that lower back. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze into those thighs, squeeze into your ring. I nod my chin, eyes to navel. Inhale, pause, switch the leg. Exhale, press into the ring. Take your time. If this isn't for you, keep both feet on the floor. Nod the chin to your chest, find that lower back. Inhale. Exhale, both feet are down now. We're going to teaser back up. This is teaser prep. Eyes to belly. Take those feet through the ring. Bring it back out to the mat. Ha! Lower back down. Like, what's she going to have us do next? We'll see. Eyes to belly. Inhale. Exhale, bring those feet in through the ring. Bring the feet back to the floor. Melt back down. Nod that chin to your chest. Find that lower back. Inhale. Woo. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale. Exhale. Stay here. Press those legs straight. Reach forward. See if the ring can touch the mat. Relax those shoulders. Press that tail long. Bring those arms parallel. Melt that waistline back, but we're not going to touch the floor. Melt the shoulders. Arms are still long. Reach towards me. Reach away from me. And touch. And I'm making a rainbow. Up and down. Up and down. If you wrap those thighs, the inner thighs will support the abdominals. So I'm squeezing those inner thighs to help hold me here. My shoulders are relaxed. Yes. And I go, and 3, and 3, and 2, and 2, and 1, and 1. Reach for those toes. Put that ring to the mat right in behind those feet. Melt those shoulders. Scoop that belly back. Shake that head. No, we don't want to quit. Bring those arms back to parallel. We're going to roll all the way down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Reach the ring behind you. The back will arch. Everything is getting a lovely stretch. Lovely stretch. Take a couple breaths here. And then hug your knees into your chest. Put that ring on top of your shins. Yep. Relax those shoulders. Give a tug. Feel that stretch in the back. Good. We're going to take that ring. Okay? Once again, behind that head. A pad behind the head. Hands have the other pad. Nod that chin to your chest if you're able. Pull everything in. Now keep everything in on the upper body and the lower body. Press those legs out. I'm going to Pilates stance. Come back into parallel. Press out. Your back goes heavy. I'm going to Pilates V. Come back in. I'm going to inhale. Inner thighs. Bam. Exhale. Let's add on. I'm going to hold it out here. Like, give me these little side-to-side scissors. 4, 3, 2. Connect your heels. Come back in. Press out. Inhale. Exhale. Scissor. 8 and 7 and 6 and 5. Here's 4 and 3 and 2. Connect your heels. Whew. One more. Inhale. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in and place the head down. Feet come down. Remove the ring from behind that head. And let's let our knees flop to one side. And then the other side. Good. Place the ring down. I'm going to sit up. And we go into a quadruped position. Hands and knees. All right. So I'm going to put a weight in my right hand. And I'm going to be going out to the side. Squeeze the back muscles. Press. Press. Another option, opposite leg goes back. Press. Press. Another option, I take my legs wide and I do the same thing. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh yeah, lower those knees. Release those wrists. Woo! Hope you picked the right position for your body today. Remember, your body's different every single day. All right, other hand has the weight. I start my quadruped position. Make sure your core is pulling in, like you're holding up the ceiling with your entire back. Okay? We go out, squeeze. I'm exhaling as that arm goes away. If you want opposite leg as the arm goes back, core is going to work harder. If you want one more set, harder, take the feet wider and give me 8. Woo! Weaker side. Let's see if I can do 8, 6. I'm listening to my body. If I need to come down on my knee, I am. And 3, 2 more, 1 more, and release. Stretch those wrists. Ooh, nicely done. Okay. All right. 5 little minutes left. Come onto your stomach. Weights are optional. I'm going to hold my weights in my hands. My arms are shoulder width apart, arm's length. Now, there's not really room much for my thumb to fit under my weight, so I'm kind of clawing at my weights. Okay, whatever works for you. I'm going to keep my head down. My right arm is going to lift, my left leg is going to lift, and I come back down. And then my left. So if you want to kneel, and you want something kneeling, you can do that. Yep. Alternate. Yep. Good. Okay. Up and down. My head stays down for now. And if you notice that you're straining to lift that arm with your weight, don't use the weight. Now I'm going to add my head and chest lifting. Exhale. Squeeze your seat. Anything that's not lifting is pushing into the floor. And 3, and 2, and 1. Release the weights. Hands by your armpits. Stretch back into that child's pose. Scoop that belly and round your back. So we're going into some stretches now. and you deserve that. So come into a quadruped position. And I'm going to start with my left knuckles on the mat. My palm faces up. And I'm going to thread that needle. I'm going to follow it. I soften that right elbow. Breathe. Bring that hand back onto the mat. Now my right knuckles are on the floor. I thread that needle. I follow that arm. Inhale and exhale while you hold that stretch. Lovely. Bring it back up. We're going to do it one more time. Other hand, palm up. You're inhaling and exhaling. Bring that hand back up. And other side, knuckles to floor. Reach. Breathe. Bring it back up. And come to a high kneel. Facing forward, we'll grab our rings. Your legs are 1 fist width apart. Reach that ring out. Heel is flat on the pad. Bring this arm up. This is a mermaid. And both arms are going to stay straight. And I bring it back up. Inhale through the nose. Keep that arm real close to the side of your head. Good. And then we switch sides. Bring this arm up. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Lower it down. Release that ring. I want you to give me one more child's pose. And my knees are going to go wide as my mat. I'm going to reach those arms as far forward as I can go. And here again, you're going to take breaths on your own. So when you inhale, you want to feel that rib cage expand. Exhale, bring it back in. And one more. Inhale. And exhale. I'm going to walk those hands a little further forward and let my hips press forward towards the floor. My gaze is straight ahead. I'm going to lift those heels up, let my hips sink even deeper. The shoulders are melting down. I feel a nice lengthening in my torso. I feel a nice stretch in the chest. And then put the feet back down and round. Good. We're going to press back into a plank. And I want you to take your right knee, and if you can't do this with your knee on the mat, you're going to lie on your back and pull the knee into your shoulder or your chest. So I'm going to take my right knee towards 2 o'clock on my mat, and I'm going to slide the other leg back and reach it nice and long. Make sure your hips aren't rocking to one side. They should be level. And I'm going to take my forearms onto the mat. Your right heel should be like in that left pocket. Relax the neck and shoulders. Good. Straighten those arms nice and long. Flex the toes that are on the floor behind you. Press that leg back. Slide your left knee towards 10 o'clock on your mat. Reach the other leg long. If you want to stay with extended arms, that's fine. I'm going to come down onto my forearms. You can even rest your head on the mat. Relax those shoulders. Just let the body relax, but make sure the hips are in a straight line. Don't forget to breathe. Yep. And then take those hands back onto your mat. Extend those arms. Flex those back toes. Pull the belly in. Take it back to your plank. Hold that. Squeeze lemons in your armpits. Separate the feet. Pike up your seat. If your heels are way up in the air, I'm just going to walk my hands back one more step and try to get them a little deeper. But nice, long spine. Long arms. Let the head hang heavy. Gorgeous. Bend those knees. Press back out. Nice and long lines. Bend your knees all the way down. Flatten those feet. Sit back on your heels. And give me some little wrist circles. Yep. Let the arms hang down. I want you to take your right ear towards your right shoulder. Bring it back to center. Take your left ear to your left shoulder. Final, clasp those hands. Clasp. I never say clasp. Clasp your hands behind your head. And you're going to draw your chin to your chest. And I want you to take your elbows to the sides of your head. And as you push the head against the hands, push the shoulders down. So the head is pressing up at the same time your shoulders are pushing down. Then open up your elbows. Bring the head back up. I'm going to arch back, just a tiny little arch. Come back to center. Release those hands back down. And you have made it. Thanks for joining me on the mat today.